The beauty and entertainment industry is famous for using extreme and altered images. Therefore, it can be hard to trust the results of an aesthetic treatment just by looking at a photograph. This spring, we at Galderma have decided to put Restylane fillers and Restylane skin boosters to the test, proving natural-looking results in real life. I need you to help us judge the results. Visit proofirl.com, and we'll tell you more. See you soon.
TICCELL is a new paradigm in fractional skin rejuvenation therapy. Based on thermomechanical ablation technology, TICCELL transfers thermal energy to the skin very quickly and safely with low pain. The energy is emitted through a matrix of tiny pyramid-shaped pins at high temperature. The pins are introduced at a precisely controlled speed to the surface of the skin. Thermal energy is rapidly transferred to the skin upon brief contact lasting only a few milliseconds. Water is evaporated instantaneously, resulting in the formation of tiny craters in the treatment zone. Unlike TICCELL, ablative CO2 lasers apply higher energy density, resulting in charring, epidermal necrosis, fumes, and pain. Treatment is nearly painless. Analgesic creams or cooling are not required. TICCELL is eye-safe and smoke-free. Downtime is short and healing is quick with minimal discomfort to the patient. Efficacy is comparable to laser. TICCELL is a 2-in-1 versatile device, offering ablative and non-ablative modes of operation. Crater dimensions and the extent of thermal damage are closely related to pulse duration, of which short, medium, and long pulses can be applied. It is also useful for enhancing absorption of topical analgesics. By applying very brief pulses, TICCELL selectively targets the stratum corneum, creating highly permeable channels. TICCELL is a portable, lightweight desktop device. The handpiece is small, allowing for excellent skin visibility. NOVOXEL, small, smart systems.
We should now look at the benefits and features of the Steriglide cannula. The cannula has been completely redesigned and comes with a dome-shaped tip and a proprietary surface coating which reduces the resistance during use by 50%. The tip is designed so that the extrusion hole is also very close to the end. There's also a marker on the hub to correlate with where the hole is. This allows accurate placement of the product. The cannula also comes with an entry hole needle included, which is a larger gauge than the cannula itself and facilitates entry of the cannula into the tissues. We use the enclosed needle to make a hole in the skin. In this case, we're coming quite laterally just by the lip. Just relax. The cannula itself is ultra thin wall, which reduces the extrusion force and also is less flexible and allows greater guidance through the tissues. If there is any resistance, it can then be screwed using a screwing motion to move along the tissue planes. The cannula is enclosed in a hard shell capsule which protects it and enables it to act as a screw-in tool and also to be used with the TSK needle holder to facilitate holding of the cannula in place while treatment is being produced. The hub of the cannula is a special proprietary make of PRC which is extremely hard and prevents slippage from the syringe during use.
There's one thing that's yet to go digital, and that is our body. Our vision is to capture people in their true shape and their measurements.
Our main product is called MyBody. It's a body scanner that uses the Microsoft Kinect V2 sensor, which is an infrared sensor, to scan the human body.
MyBody is this scanning system, which is one camera and a turntable. It's really quite simple. Somebody stands on the turntable and their arms come out a little bit from their body. This turntable rotates 360 degrees. In about 30 seconds, it captures millions of data points and converts those data points into a 3D body.
We can take measurements, extract body fat percentages, calculate body ratios to determine risk factors.
Well, we've disrupted the measuring tape. We're replacing it with scanning technology. The measurements that we extract are 75% more precise than the average measurements that you would take by hand, taken by expert tailors. Whether it's fitness, health, whether it's clothing, all these are different aspects of the same thing. And when we can understand the body from an exterior point of view, its shape and its measurements, we can provide tremendous opportunity.
One of Steicu's goals that I'm really excited about is that we're angling to be a platform to support all of the different 3D cameras that are coming out and allowing users to use that data in a variety of different ways.
What we've tried to do here at Steicu is remain agnostic to the 3D technology that's out there, fully understanding that in 2 years, we're all going to have this in our pocket. And we believe we're all going to be scanning. We're going to be scanning objects, we're going to be scanning ourselves, we're going to be scanning our friends and our family.
pegar las manos.
The beauty and entertainment industry is famous for using extreme and altered images. Therefore, it can be hard to trust the results of an aesthetic treatment just by looking at a photograph. This spring, we at Galderma have decided to put Restylane fillers and Restylane skin boosters to the test, proving natural-looking results in real life. I need you to help us judge the results. Visit proofirl.com, and we'll tell you more. See you soon.
Time. Days. Months. Years. The ebb and flow of an endless sea. Time is our most precious resource. Roughly 1.5 billion heartbeats. But today is the only measure of time that matters. And how you spend it is entirely up to you. So why waste another moment? The mission behind Restylane has always been about helping people to feel good about themselves. For over 2 decades, we worked hard to create reliable products with established safety profiles. At 28 million treatments and counting, the number of satisfied patients speaks for itself. Our treatments are designed to reveal the natural elegance of the face. By restoring a youthful appearance and creating balance and harmony, we are empowering people with the confidence and peace of mind to live life to the fullest. To explore, learn, dream, laugh, create, grow, love, to make every moment matter. Our products are used by some of the most skilled healthcare professionals in the world. For them to be at their best, we have to be at our best. We have to provide them with the best tools possible. Today, Restylane offers the world's broadest portfolio of fillers for individualized treatment. Versatile enough to suit every need and preference, with the most natural-looking results. Welcome to a new beginning in modern aesthetic treatments. Welcome to the new Restylane.
The area we're going to treat in the front of her leg is, we use half a sheet of paper as a guideline. So we're going to be treating up here, and we're going to be treating down here. We are applying the menthol cream to the whole area. This is going to allow the electrode to smoothly pass over the treatment zone. Okay, so We just started the treatment and we have a set temp of 42 right now. And you can see on the screen that we're running a set temp up here. So this is the goal of what we want to get to. We have a whole treatment time of 15 minutes, and as I said, it takes about, somewhere less than 5 minutes for us to get to our secondary goal. When you look at the treatment itself, notice that she is not stationary. She's making constant motion and she's going systematically through that whole zone. We treat one zone at a time. Jane, what do you feel right now?
I feel like I could fall asleep. It's actually very, very luxurious. I do feel like I'm getting a hot stone massage. Really nice.
So if we look very close to the skin, where we're treating as compared to the control area, you start to see a slight pinkness. We're stimulating blood flow. We're getting more of that capillary action into the skin. More blood flow leads to better skin. We've been maintaining a temperature of 45.5, between 45 and 46. That's exactly where we want to be. We're going to end at 15, and that will be the end of the treatment.